Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the music world lately, and it's got me thinking about the intersections of talent, timing, and recognition. So, Phil Collins, the legendary drummer turned frontman, recently shared a story that's both humbling and fascinating. He recalled meeting Taylor Swift years before she became the global phenomenon she is today. And here's the kicker, he was completely blown away by her performance of White Horse at a Songwriters Hall of Fame event. Now, this isn't just a wow, she's good moment, it's a seasoned artist recognizing raw talent before the world caught on. What makes this really interesting is how rare it is for someone of Collins' stature to not only acknowledge but genuinely admire an artist so early in their career. It's like he saw the future, and he wasn't just impressed, he was moved. Personally, I think this story highlights something bigger about the music industry. We often talk about overnight success, but what Collins is pointing out is the craft behind Swift's rise. It wasn't just luck or marketing. It was the songs, the storytelling, the way she connected with people. And let's be real, White Horse is a masterpiece of simplicity. It's just her, a guitar, and raw emotion. No frills, no gimmicks. Collins, a guy who's no stranger to crafting hits, recognized that immediately. What many people don't realize is how much of Swift's early work was rooted in that kind of stripped-down authenticity. It's easy to get lost in the spectacle of her later career, but this is a reminder of where it all started. Now, let's talk about Collins' perspective on success. He said Swift deserves her place at the top, and I couldn't agree more. But what's striking is his tone, there's no envy, no bitterness, just genuine respect. In an industry where egos often collide, this kind of humility is refreshing. It also raises a deeper question, how often do we, as fans or critics, dismiss massive success as just hype? Collins is challenging us to look beyond the headlines and recognize the work, the talent, and the consistency that got someone like Swift to where she is. Another detail I find fascinating is Collins' own approach to songwriting. He mentioned that, In the Air Tonight, was largely improvised, calling it a product of luck and good fortune. This contrasts sharply with Swift's meticulous, narrative-driven style. But here's the thing, both approaches work because they're authentic to the artist. Collins' spontaneity and Swift's precision are two sides of the same coin, they're both deeply personal. If you take a step back and think about it, this conversation is really about the many paths to greatness in music. There's no one formula, and that's what makes it so beautiful. What this really suggests is that the music industry, despite its flaws, still has room for genuine connection and recognition. Collins and Swift, despite their generational gap, share a respect for the craft. And that's something we don't talk about enough. In my opinion, this story isn't just about two artists, it's about the timelessness of talent and the importance of recognizing it, whether it's in a young songwriter or a seasoned legend. So, here's my closing thought, next time you see someone at the top of their game, take a moment to think about the journey that got them there. Success is rarely accidental, and stories like this remind us of the hard work, passion, and authenticity that fuel it. What do you think? Is there an artist you recognize early on who's now a household name? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to hear your stories.